My name is Catherine Bartlett, and I'm an education specialist at the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum.
My name is Jason Aragon. I'm a media specialist with Native Nations Institute.
I am Adriana Zúñiga. I have a joint appointment. I work at the Udall Center for Studies in Public Policy, and that's where I conduct research, and I teach at the College of Architecture, Planning, and Landscape Architecture.
My name is Michael Hammer, and I'm a graduate student in the Department of Astronomy.
A challenge I have is that my audience is so broad. I work with elderly people, I work with kids, I work with general public, I work with tourists, I work with people that live right here in Tucson. So it's so broad that I wanted to learn how to storytell to different audiences.
I struggle with anxiety in public speaking. I can be very, very nervous, and so giving me an opportunity to practice in front of an audience, it's really a very important experience for me.
The exercises, the tools that they had us do, the JAM tool, I actually got to use that later with people at my office and got to practice that with them. So having that exercise and structure for me to share and actually practice my storytelling with them was really useful.
It was surprising to learn from the workshop how to use yourself a little bit more, be a little bit personal, use your own story. Don't be afraid of being vulnerable.
Before the workshop, they sent out a survey and they asked us, do you use empathy when you're trying to communicate science to other people? And I looked at that and I was thinking, I don't know what they're even talking about. But then when I attended the workshop, I realized just how important that was to connect with other people when communicating your science.
And that's something I think a lot of people hide behind. Like, I could show you my work and that's all it is. But it doesn't make a difference if you don't connect with me as a human. So that was my light bulb moment.
I was invited to share my research with graduate students. I went there and I used some of the techniques that I just learned, and it proved really useful. I was more personal, not so technical, I avoided jargon, and I saw all of them looking at me like they were paying attention. So it was really cool.
I would definitely recommend this workshop to other people.
It's carefully planned. It's really a very good workshop because everything builds on everything else. Each activity has its purpose.
And I think having other people who are dealing with similar work in academia or research or science, it's really helpful because it's really we're just learning how to communicate with each other, and that's always helpful because better communication makes better relationships in the long run.
In some ways, it's just as simple as communicating other topics. We just don't do it as much as we talk about other things like the weather or sports or just random conversations with our friends. If we talk to our friends about science as much as we did other things, then we'd be just as good.
If the science, if the results stays in the academic community, it doesn't have real impact. It has to reach decision makers, policy makers, and they have to understand it. So it's crucial. Otherwise, science can just be left in a bookshelf, and it's not worth it.
It's really important to continue to offer professional growth opportunities for people at the university and for our community partners at every level. Students need them, PhD people need them, our professors need them, the scientists need them, but it's because it helps you look at your work in a different way and helps you stay more engaged with what you're doing long term.